This meeting is being recorded.
In this video, we're going to solve together sample exercise 6 from chapter 15 on chemical equilibrium from our worksheet. So this question here is similar to sample exercise 5 in the sense that we're given multiple steps in a mechanism. Here we're given individual Kp values for each step, and then in this specific example we're asked to solve for our Kp for the overall reaction. So that's what we're given down below here, the overall reaction. So if you recall from the last problem, we have to kind of algebraically add these two steps together and somehow get this overall reaction shown down below. And then in that process, whatever manipulations we do to our chemical equations, we also have to do to the corresponding Kp value. So we'll call this again Kp1, Kp2, similarly like we did with the Kc1, Kc2 in example 5. So let's see here. Let's compare our step number 1 to our overall reaction. I see that H2 is nowhere in my reactants or products, so that assumingly will get canceled out somewhere along the line. But I do see I2 gas, but there's 3 times as much, so I'm going to multiply this equation by 3. So that will give me 3H2 plus 3I2. And that will yield 6Hi. So again, so far we've multiplied the first equation by 3, and then I'm going to have to, instead of multiply this Kp1 by 3, I actually have to raise it to the power of 3. So I'm going to cube 54, and we're going to use that in our overall calculation. Let's take a look at the second step here. We have N2. That doesn't match up with the reactants. That's on the product side. So I'm going to flip this equation. It's a coefficient of 1, so it looks like that's all I'm going to have to do. The coefficient of 2 with NH3 matches up. So if I flip this equation, that means that I'm going to take the Kp and I'm going to raise that to the -1 power. So effectively 1 over 1.04 times 10 to the -4 is what we're going to use in our final calculation. So let's rewrite this equation flipped. So I'm going to have 2 NH3, and that's going to yield N2 plus 3H2. So let's try to add these up here. We can see that we have 3H2 as both a reactant and a product, so we can cancel that out. And then we're left with 2NH3 plus 3I2 will yield N2 and then plus 6Hi. So we confirm they're out of order, but our overall reaction matches this determination here. So then when we go to solve for our Kp overall, we're going to just multiply 54 to the 3rd power times 1 over 1.04 to the -4th power. We'll get some values here, about 1.575 times 10 to the 5th times 9.615 to the 3rd, times 10 to the 3rd. So when we combine these, our final answer, this time we can do it to 3 sig figs, will be about 1.51 times 10 to the 9th power.